Okay, so now this one, people are going to kind of go, yeah, duh. You think we didn't think about that? But I'm going to say it because some people might not have thought about it. But did you consider doing a refinance? Now, this is going to apply to people who mostly have a lot of equity, right? Because if you've got 50% equity, a lender is going to be way more willing and receptive to the idea of refinancing your house for you because they're not taking a lot of risk. They figure, gosh, worst case scenario, if it does go into foreclosure, then there's a lot of upside to it, so they're not going to lose their money. If you're maxed out on your equity and you only got a little margin, yeah, probably not. Now that being said, most traditional lenders are going to look at it and say, well, gosh, you're behind on payments. You got a foreclosure. You got a notice of default, and things like that. And they're going to say, no, we're not going to entertain that because a lot of lenders are what they call a paper lenders, right? They want the cream of the crop so that they can, have this just beautiful portfolio of great loans, right? But there are a number of lenders that are out there who will entertain the idea of helping somebody refinance who has, they have a notice of default or a foreclosure going on. And typically, what that's going to look like, it's going to look like, might be a little bit higher interest rate, but consider the fact that you might have a 50%, you paid off 50% of your loan, and not to mention any equity that you've gained over the last several years in this crazy market that's going up. But now they refinance it, and yeah, it's going to extend your loan back out, 30 years. But take this into consideration. I tell people this all the time. They say, well, I don't want another 30-year loan. I said, well, don't have a 30-year loan. When you're able, let's say, for example, your payment was, $2,500 a month. Let's just say that $2,500 a month was your principal and interest payment. And then, okay, so people, they say, well, gosh, I don't want to extend my loan out. Oh my gosh, I don't want another 30-year loan. I only had 15 years left on it. I don't want to pay that. And let's say that your payment, like I said, was $2,500. And now you extend it out to 30 years, and even at a little bit of a higher interest rate because it's a higher risk with your, with the existing foreclosure. It takes your payment to, $2,000 because now you're extending it. Okay. Well, guess what? Continue to make that $2,500 a month payment, and it may not knock it back all the way down to 15 years. But it's a whole lot better than, dragging it out for 30 years or, take the lower payment for 30 years. So consider doing a refinance. If you need help getting a hold of some of those lenders who will consider those things, reach out to us. We know lots of lenders. A lot of people do a variety of things that could potentially help you in this situation. But again, time is critical. Talk to you soon.